within the presidency, looking at the various results,
yes,
you can see, say, this is a competition.
Yes, very tight.
This is a competition.
Very
so it means that the opposition did extremely well.
Very well. Very well. I mean, we share campaign over John Dramani Mahama, and don't forget, say this year's competition or elections were based on policies.
Yeah.
Both parties came in with solid policies, and the education.
Became paramount.
Yes, became very paramount. It look as if the message now two political campaigners and the two jan a conquer for 3 years, and then no mujina so yeah then educato aba. I think it's serious because Osha 2016 send MD can NDC we need 4 regions out of the 10. Which is Upper East, Upper West, Northern, and Volta
region. Yes.
MBP took the 6 regions ransom.
Yeah.
This year it's not going to be like that. Correct the way Abanekeka corner from the results that are coming out is going to be
they've dominated the northern region. They've taken Brong and Hafo, they've taken some parts of Brong and Hafo.
Yes.
Greater Accra and a lot of swings in here.
Yeah.
Central region has gone back.
Yes, gone back. And it's very serious. We are all expecting a very tight results, and we only await Jemensa.
Yes,
because she is the national returning officer for the presidential. For parliamentary, for the Anajunobia who is smoothness level.
Me constituency, Yawabian, someone show you smoothness level.
And then Takons.
Against no enya 18,977. Now the Addo for NDC enya 19,211. And this option figures are against us so now. Now HSA Unimian for someone I pay 2021 January 7th, you know. And now I am actually the far. You best show me in a medium. Oko Achiasia so say and a chair presidential MPP 6,568, NDC 6,752, Ghana Union Movement 314, CPP 14, GCPP 5, GS 9 rejected year 923. Parliamentary, let's say, MPP 14,796, NDC 9,154, GUM 243, and rejected 427. Referee war in some Adreji constituency. In some Adreji constituency, say, and a question and a drain. Nana Addo Akufo-Addo MPP in 36,366, NDC 28,134, GUM 479, CPP 25, GFP 13, GCPP 7, APC 19, RPG 15, PNC 11, PPP 9, NDP 10, and after Family Worker Independent, we have 5. Usha parliamentary now say ena ekoye parliamentary say ena ekoye Frank Anodombre our incumbent MP enya 34,428 ena wura ujemba NDC abanyoko celibate sumi enya 31,186. In the Oba Bridgia, Betsy Frank and not on play, and no more can be no more South Sudan and say, within Kulinan Social, on any vote margins, any president, Akufo-Addo there, said you Diana, and the judge said, skate and blouse to be a consul or MPP side of Opa. And this Oba is Oba Bridgie, any coincidence, I'm a Brosona, not the equivalent in the name. Mamma, a weapon of the and a weapon of MPP in 21,000 presidential 21,541 NDC 11,126 GUM 229 CPP 20 GFP 10 GCPP 7 APC 12 LPG 8 PNC 5, EPP 10, NDP 11, and our independent 11. Rejected ballot 579. Osha parliamentary now. 52 months for July where MPP Dimu when you are 17,653. NDC candidate Ojima Mono and you are 15,551. Rejected 317. And Joshua at these figures are and just say, I have 52 months for a Besayako, Nashabi, Obium, Yami Adama 2021. So far, no way any figures are, and Sa Asaso, and there a year and a pay our constituencies are no Mabusu in a no.
You better say, Minia Bema, Mafu. 2020 elections.
2024 elections.
Are you foreseeing a runoff?
A probability. And even if it is not a probability, the votes or the winning margin will be very slim. Because the results never are tightly contested. And I'm not even looking at this election. I'm looking at 2024. Yes, it's going to be very exciting in Ghana. I mean, especially what this was to my old day. I was so in Yegumano. I would just say, "Oh, a strong seat." You know, now that revolution.
I think that's where we're getting to now. Maybe I want to see
strong seat, a high strong seat to be to me. Things are changing.
The electrics are becoming enlightened.
Very discerning. Very discerning. And it's a wake up call. 4 years when you're traded in by, I think one of the constituencies about 13 votes. Now they're winning. Now what's one also in your match now?
About Obi. I some who say no. Wakwa bet ya na wakwa predict wo baby do sika bia to so ampa chokwaje wade every say no sa prediction na kan ni e no and now the 1 billion mo obi say on tomorrow obeji usika no edi wabro betu atia.
That's true.
Say Ghana na kane no ye dey Ghana oh there be say.
I'm amazed.
Ya hwe ye be kakra bantima NDC kra betimi take you.
I'm telling you.
Bia betimi yes.
And I say so. Oh yeah.
Yes so my etiri mu nya de.
John Peter Mewu has won it all.
Yeah.
Ebin Sida.
And in 2016 it happened. Payosena my
yes.
They also picking
yes. It's a patch was saying as a one more to abano.
You know, political gimmicks need working. I mean, strategically, you know, both political side are looking at the strongholds and how they could get candidates
strongly to bring into those
and also invest into them.
Yes.
And the same thing that happened as someone say, the same to vote margin here very slim, and it will get to a point in 4-8 years time. No,
but look at the Ayawaso West Wogan. Baby, John and Alfie, Mama Alasan, a contest here. Look at the gap,
the margin
39,000 plus
and
37.
It is both presidential and parliament.
Yes. And it means that John Aye Juma more.
I'm telling you,
close the gap.
Because over here 2016, the gap was about over 10,000 gap wide. Now we're closer to 2,000, 3,000.
Got down to 2,000.
And it's very serious. It's very serious.
But for me, interesting to find Fantiakwa and Sawa Madrijiri.
Yeah, which is stronghold. Stronghold of the MPP. Yes. And you see the margins.
And look at it.
The margins very close.
Obiti not don't press say I said next 4 years. So very careful.
Sure.
Because presidential na say 36,000 and over. Na parliamentary be
34,000.
Yes.
I just say salon no and now they say salon. Oba yenche new way but on your view campaign. Me be want to know no interest opa when your campaign bebre. Now we are not don't press work near their campaign and why you need so much do you. And yes, I'm get to na say what me drop is say. And I said next 4 years, not to name a share year, be a bit in yes.
But what now your political analyst? Why are we getting this getting blouse issue at this time?
And no name I mean, we share the will of the people. Most politicians, especially those in government, are what the head or the seat of government.
Yes,
they try to use their money and their influence to buy the way through the constituency. But the grassroots politics does not work that way.
Okay.
You need to be known by the people. You need to be seen by the people. And the people also need to see you helping them. But Ube heard no be office of the president near piano. By force, Montomano. Me was they see Aquetia. And yet the will of the people say Omupeno.
Yes.
And a basana skirt and blouse no etimiba. And two, there are some members of parliament, my say almost strongholds. Okom constituencies are Oshoma Quine, Oshe development, Oshe Nkofasitem, constituency where you ask yourself, sir, this member of parliament has been in office for about 4 terms.
Yes.
And the people are still voting for him. But the constituency is not changing. Frank cannot don't pre constituency. Oshe Omo Quine, Okonsa Womo. It's a Nkofoja old road. You have to me wa de bia ye tomom ye penfo na bube ye se okwasea na ni tia agro no na egu one day omoni bete and they decide to vote again.
And that's exactly what is happening.
Yes. Yes, it is happening in most of the constituencies. All the stronghold where I am a stronghold and where you're untouchable, it will get to a point that thing will be out of our political dispensation.
Do we find primaries now and Kofoya Moman contested incumbent, also resulting into the scattered blouse?
Yes, it's true. But you see, there is a difference between grassroots politics and politics at the seat of government.
Okay.
Politics are at the seat of government. They are looking about the governance and administration and the personnel they will need to push the agenda at that level.
Okay.
But Obako grassroots, you say any pakuni empen. One example, or say chairman Sabonso.
Yes.
Grassroots phone people are fed up with him.
Yes.
But when the role or play or parliament now, MPP cannot decide to lose it. Yes. It won't be protecting all the time. It will also gradually skirt and blouse will boom. Gradually skirt them. A bedroom baby, the entire people will be fed up. Your politicians in Intias, yes, and yes,
looking at the trends, from the figures are urban, provisional figures are urban. You could even see, say, the presidential candidate of the MPP is pulling than most of the parliamentary candidates.
And it was evident. I mean, if you have about 16 of your members of parliament pulling out some Costani independent, what does it tell you?
Chef Formina say.
Formina,
and he even won the seat again.
Yes. And it is clear ABC year 2012 Shaba.
Yeah, Shaba. Yeah, Koko.
The same thing happened. It's year what president said and say you can't say ya MY. But over no party chairman be regional party chairman be
has decided to
protect. Oh yes. Obviously catch as a way a boy. By force to obey impose. No, the people do not like that person. It's as I say a political parties, no any political scientists, they should learn from the happenings. ACC or election said you cannot impose your will on the people.
Are we doing well with the aftermath of the election after voting? Pockets of incidents, is it minimal? Do we consider it as minor, or you think that the security service should step up with their operations?
I think they're very minor. I mean, not the whole country at large. Now I've heard the pockets of incidents that some selected areas within the ACC. But in general, I've heard the whole country now has been very peaceful. There's been a very peaceful election. I'm saying, Saka because after election there is violence. I mean, we should hear it all across. But we are some selected areas and you see, it comes here again. Those areas are they are the middle or very low literate societies.
Okay.
And as our pockets of violence, ACC. Who call the very literate society there? You don't see this.
You have some of these incidents.
Yes, and I've always said it point and blank here. Say it will be very difficult to rig an election in Ghana. Because Justice Williams Atukuba, I'm very clear. Say elections are won at the polling stations. And since you are to abandon your polling station, Obia Kita, pink sheet, I'm offering the declaration form results now. And yet, them will be typical.
Does that make the call of Elvis Efuyanka flawed?
Yes, because Obia or pink sheet. All the 275 constituencies, you will Obia pink sheet consistent of
it means it will be very difficult for anyone to manipulate the results.
Because, sir, your pink sheet, my quality pink sheet now of all the entire country, it's a matter of statistics. Putting the figures together to arrive at a particular score. And nothing I am they say it's not only the EC that is compiling the results. Media are also compiling
the results.
Foreign observers are also compiling.
Party agents.
Yes, it's and you see, it's all part of the party political electoral gymnastics.
Yes.
And I always tell the media, gymnastics. And if you are not careful, you fall for them. In 2016, so we have had a landslide victory.
Yeah, obviously we are in a comfortable lead.
You are not TB that. A political gymnast, they play on the intelligence.
And yesterday's word for the election 2020 was flip-flop. Some flipping, some flopping.
Yes. It's a wake-up for a very interesting times in Ghanaian politics.
Yes.
Very interesting revelations, very interesting revolution. And everything about this election has been very interesting, including the EC and their response to how matters are rising in the election. I think Ghana have seen one of the best elections this year.
I don't know whether you buy into the school of thought that the Electoral Commission this year, 2020, has done a yeoman's job.
Absolutely.
Made elections very simple, fair, free, and transparent.
I mean, Usha Jean Mensah, right from day one, she was very articulate and very confident. I said, hey guys, the secrecy clause, I want everything to be open. I'm gonna buy new BVD machines.
Yes.
Impact, Also, I'm going to declare the elections in 24 hours. Even the constitution give you here 72 hours.
72 hours.
But I say it is unnecessary. It will lead to unnecessary, and it is true. When you yes, election now so no come at your office. No, I can't good. Obi kasa. Adentia is in ready so be kasa. I'm not saying there be. About we 24 hours I have to declare the elections. It was about Jemensa or you're very proactive, very confident. She knows what she's doing, and I'm not surprised because she was with the civil society organization, and these guys have followed politics and elections, and they know a lot about elections and politics. And I think we should give her all the applause.
But with all the lapses now, you think we can still do this within 24 hours?
Even in America, there are lapses in their elections.
But can we do it within 24 hours?
It is possible. Because Obi, it's about a matter of systems. You are talking about a polling station. All the polling stations in Ghana, and no one you declare. None of the polling station results ever no pay. a constituency now, yeah, collated never no pay.
Yes.
But at the polling station level,
all of them have been
all of them declared yesterday. If you are doing what we call electronic transmission, as most of the parties are doing now, by now you should be knowing where you are going. Because electronic, all the so many polling stations and when you're headquarters, now you begin to statistically put them together. And that's all. So Obika Chems are not possible. I don't understand him. In this current world of technology, you want digital transmissions and everything. Go for TV phone, camera, no, they are saying it. And you get experts who put all these figures together, they will arrive at a conclusion. So I believe it's possible. Unless say you person you call the traditional manual verification system, or be a person who prints it back, mienu, miensa, and not a delay anybody. But you attach it some level of technology and digitization. Even this morning, you should know where the elections is going.
So it means that you have a fair idea where the elections will be.
Because I don't have the systems.
A little over 17,000 and I register here to be part of this election. Looking at the figures, but do you think that we have recorded a very low turnout for the elections 2020?
Yes, I said this yesterday that Michelle Ahokika for the tour about 2016. I said this year I call for Kakra. I knew too much, but I call for Kakra. We had 2016 the agency. People they vote 2 years now, and I don't blame this year's election because there is a so-called COVID-19 in the air. There are people are personal or more on personal.
So you think that has affected it?
Sure, you can never take it out. I mean, Obi or while Becca say,
already now you lose your gas that I mean, we shouldn't really put it to that one.
Even it started even from the voter registration exercise, and you'll be have new voters ID card because of the way people are piled up at the registration processes. And on the day of elections, Obu Obeka just on a card because of ID card.
Yeah, for
some of one so almost
yeah.
And you all more monum you almost there yet to about no move. Almost so
almost a man
so many factors come together. I think that this year voter apathy, even in 2016, it was in certain selected regions. In 2016, for example, it was in the voter region. We saw a lot of the votarians not voting, deciding not to vote. And you know what interesting about it? This year, so new voters register.
Yeah.
Additions now, new voters now, almost 18 number register. Voter region recorded lowest.
Okay.
At the end of the day, no, so new entrance and so it affects because don't forget, say certain Ashanti region is coming in with the Bantames, the Swames, and the margins there are very huge.
We have to have some of the results from some of these strongholds of some of the various political parties. Who a couple of them from the voter region, and I think the numbers are really selling. Who numbers now? Some by huge margins of 32,000 difference.
Get to south, get to north. Wow. Yeah, those concerns. No question to Bantama, Swame, and the World Bank of MPP. It's very interesting how and you see one thing about the strongholds.
Yes.
If you look at the stronghold, I've always said, argument by percentage, you get it wrong. Because if you look at a constituency like Ketu South, which is the World Bank of NDC, as compared to Bantama, which is the Florida of MPP, the margins now are more in Bantama than in Ketu South.
Okay.
Ketu South recorded 86% for NDC.
Okay.
Obra Bantama recorded 70%.
And that will be even more than the 86%.
Absolutely. So the most important thing is that you should be able to get your people to go and vote. It doesn't matter whether it's your stronghold. If they are not voting, you are not winning. You can go by 90-something%, but you still lose the election. And the way swing regions and then so quiet. What you more voting through strongholds are.
I'm sure you are very abreast with the swing areas. Maybe to say cruel. My former area, my former constituency. I'm hearing say Momo Etu Afoli. Are you surprised? The Minister of Fisheries has been sent packing from Pal.
I'm not surprised.
Why?
Because it's not surprising because it's politics. I mean, in 2016, the Foreign Affairs Minister Hanatete Yetuno. What about that?
Yeah, and Hanatete can go to George.
I go to George. Yes. So it's very
interesting development.
You have to understand the dynamics of politics. Nothing is surprising in politics
at all
today, especially with the generation they are well educated, and that is the future of Ghanaian voters. Because the kind of
you think that the voters voted based on development or suspect say bimu sanya money last minute scanner or
it will not work because the current Ghanaian voter now or you're very discerning. What the Bema no bet now so on tomorrow. ABC 2016.
Yeah.
Into the Ghanaian voter no you can't use something to buy them. The only thing you can use to buy the Ghanaian voter today is policies
and development.
Yes, and that's why I thank God all the parties are now shifting to policies. I know I'm better. I can say they might bruce policies. Yeah. Good policies. Eman confront hotel. Into hotel man no to abapa. At the end of the day, no your best politics are. Who say be the policies aba? Nana do so the free SHS. We should be the free tertiary. We should remember free ports. Now I'm out with Timaya or the good.
Now him say by all means there's something good coming out.
Good. Now got to obey. Yes, I be kwa. You trust so back and so tobacco me pen started to do. Okay, now.
Are you surprised? Are you surprised? Boniface, you kicking out.
I'm not surprised because some Medina constituency,
Medina, Adenta,
yes,
Dodowa.
Yes, and you're very, very, very cosmopolitan. I mean, I'm a for and you can
yes,
and
yes,
and those constituencies look at development. Boniface by I mean,
Medina has lots of Zongo communities in there.
Absolutely,
that should have favored Boniface.
But Medina also has gotten some of the poorest road networks, admittedly. So it's not about.
So it was based on development.
It's based on development. I mean, Osha Kwanya Yefa so A2 you're not so and Sana Boniface by now. The people were complaining. Said they did not see any development in the constituency. And you see, Osha Uyi development Katonja, the MP's approach. Come faso and then a man for interacting or Buanko for Pejuma Manko for Sunny money now so are on the sidelines. Ebia a yebi, Robbie Hunso abe flash here. And now, and you see, Obi, I don't blame the MPs. I mean, Kasa Semua.
Me too.
The MPs ni be bria. Omoye ministers. If failing, say they are preoccupied with ministerial duties. Only say Parliament call recess.
Yeah.
Parliamentarian be a call the constituency.
That's right.
But members of Parliament, ministers, no umguso atiakra. Ultimately, because the ministry is working. And on to George Andano. I will lose the seat. And it has happened in so many occasions. It's obey him minister. No sounds like MP. You have to be very strategic.
You think George don't need on any constituency any touch?
Obey to me in the constituency and your touch. But you see the time I know or over Kaya and some obey we need to insist.
Yeah.
Or she had to cut now one chain.
Yeah.
Or no one until ye Juma dear brain.
And it was a shock.
Yes. Good. Ebe pen ask him. Now video to Abama de be out your crack. Her quiet accident is issue a winning back. Who can you accident yet the flight never foul? All these things
they'll get into it.
That
will affect the
but all the Okonya accident the flight have foul. So people read through all these kind of things happening. So it's about time you minister, you MP. Now we have political appointments, I'm a minister. As I say, who can so and all these things, as I say, we have good people in your constituency who help you. Much at times, the people that are around this minister, they don't help them. Oh, bit to me, Jessica. Say, consensus. I cannot do this. It's da. It's a papa kind. On him, see me a form where waboy, scanning be brave and could do. These are all political dynamics,
and it's making a lot of upsets.
Sure.
In this year's election.
Sure.
Mama, let's get engaged with media participation in this year's election. You think the media has done extremely well?
Oh, yeah, dear.
But have you been protected as well?
No, I know, dear. I know the other share da na ya share so ne ya koda ya rempa so a onte hwe fi obi a DJ hu de omo ya boa enti no ya de bi a se wo no ya reporter na wo kwa field na wa sebe wan fa wa adwene anya wadwuma no se de se wo ye na wo de be bo ho ban de na ya wo se bi a asam beto am obi aka bi ama de a obwa e bi se nya de obenya ban bo be bi a
yanko techi ma na afia no frempoma adhwe komo hello frempoma to say you down Sakano Maya Sunte.
And I'm 24 years old. So let's there was 265 for election areas after election census, and I was the month out. And 24 for more dear, a movement years and 23. Now, every hour, I'm going for if you're on the program, or more Bible, if you're young, I was cracking the money and your home. Here, I absolutely not the approval of any said. Now, when you go up family and how to see it, I was not a career. One more home and in Taliban. Now, one more and take here. Get level free, Emra, and I drove down my one, but him service. One thing I never ate any. Then, Chadia, and my island, yesterday, she be as the next time. Now, I think not a matter.
From Pama Bedre Yan Cabapa, a woman and Sheda, and Yasuma ye. From Pama. Hello, from Pama. Good, from Pama Yonkwe.
All right, I'm make a basic, you know. This is one would get it below. Now, to think it now, I know. I'm a new NPP, any NDC, it will be. It's no almost the center, NPP, NDC for no. One form of the Nemra, said the other of the African in our home. Now, you're waiting to him, a war, a particular. At least I'm your corner after and your position, or any other for more stress. If you talk about we are better, every man will not come out and a day and I was in a NPP. It's not the everyone I didn't in our one kind of that NPP. I was through the announcement to be an almost strong opening in answer. So, the NPP do almost so work about the car. So, after now, no, if you never saw what the point you are, so now it's we are better more at the NPP. Now, and when you try what we do now, NPP and NPP parliamentary candidates in our present position. NPP parliamentary candidate here, Ramat Najamin Sakosa, and just what you put him. And the NPP Amano man, everything after now, you Christopher Basunke, but if you know, at my NPP, one or two after any command that one was waiting for him, if the NPP for the NPP. And they want to be able to say. The Electoral Commission of Ghana, Settlement South, about declares the NPP announced the NPP, and I really parliamentary seat. That was the Settlement South who has said. There is an appropriate Chama and check. I mean, you're going to be a boy, the about the NPP, going to be a boy, because I need easy for I want to say about one year and a half on here. NPP, when in our airport, yes, they say, I have to we have to now we have to change. Now I have to practice this one of my watch of you. So basically, they were really parliamentary seat. I was a plan town.
Hello, from Pama. Auntie, Monsa, auntie me and can't any results whatsoever.
The answer to me, really official statement. I was a plan town to have say, I'm young. That's what I when I woman. I thought the man of the fire because he's yet to get election. I was the man of the parliamentary candidate. What is here at least a man for them? Lawyer Elizabeth was to a jury when we had a setting for him as a man of the man to the incumbent MP. What did I think about account for? I said the small town to know and I can.
You better ask from Poma, Osaka, any other updates and our figures and our fee. What free, you know, actually, and come on. Vision 193.5 FM Election Coverage 2020. We're discussing lots of issues with reference to elections in our course. Amazing figures, lots of upsets, updates. One more year, free Parliament, January 7th, no, or Metnefie, or Munko, or Mahan TV so, or Mekan when you're in TV so come on. Let's say, our motor about no when you be any BNT, about one I always say we are champion. watch us say no. They said the new champion same they do Kruma no. Juma no anye the year. Yeah, about 4 years. But is 4 years is it now?
A lot of political debate akoso osadie no. In fact, ex-president Kufuor be free so no ka propose say nke be ya yen fan ko 5 years. Na political development no amanyoko ne ba onya more time enfanye juma. But obi share kind of politicians na yo Africa hana. O man 5 years or 10 years o kaso be disco o kaso be bo abro or kaso beye juma or beye juma. And I feel say 4 years no if you are really serious politician no pursue ye juma ubetuma ye juma. And you see when it comes to the MPs, they are not agents of development.
Okay.
And that is a fact. But the MPs have made the people to believe that they are the agents of development.
Omaji MC ni
Omaji omenu
yeah.
And no tina mo ho kire omo no. Ka MP di enke ye show performance in parliament. Ne dia to abama. Now so omakoje sa djuma na road ne sa ne MC ejuma common fund ye de buan for DC for omadjuma no.
Yes.
Now so MP for na koje sa nmunyam no enti e beto aba o se me bi wu ye me yere wo ye MP ambre mi sika enti meto aba tia no ato etia no me kwan ye MP ame ya mame no ato aba tia no but usha enye right enye MPs na ye kwan enti it's a wake up call say ye be ma ye manfo ne hu say ye agent of change we can help but agent of change no ejina a municipal assembly ne so enu nti na de bia ye ka kire political parties for ne say omom MPs no because MP ni sika likely so be lose elections because of the perception out there. Now obi one interesting thing is so about him say you can say one nyedwa e betu no
yeah
hwe constituency be say Amasaman constituency
okay
typical NDC stronghold
yeah
but both presidential and parliamentary I mean I could see a FIFA mensa
yeah
wa floor NDC for flat in their own stronghold now also the corner both Trouble and Amasaman MP before counting tuning
I am amazed by the figures from Trouble.
Yes. Because you see,
looking at Moses Enim,
yes,
Juma Moses Enim, and look at the figures for Moses Enim.
Yes. You see, because traditionally,
is it by indigenous strong MPP and as a Moses be extraordinary because you can put your finger on any serious development and Trouble.
Yes, because when you say Trouble, no, a typical MPP strong. Tamane ebomu no Trouble Amasaman yeah na Trouble for ne to aba more ma MPP
okay
enti da mo aba to no be koso no MPP benya constituency no enti na obehwe one Addo ebenya 2000
good
2004 Addo ebe win no ofi Trouble side ba no MPP ni ana da Amasaman for so be to more no NDC benya constituency e team no abe achefa ya fa ha but for the first time no Trouble no MPP for Amasaman so aka. And you see, for NDC to win Trouble, it's also very difficult. I mean, last 4 years, the lady in here, I've forgotten her name.
But Amasaman was very close.
Very close. But Osha, the results now, they were MPP for to take presidential and parliamentary.
Okay.
Per the margins in 2016, 2012, 2008, 2004. No, I'm telling you. And I'm not surprised Akwesi FIFA Mensa had won because prior to the elections, the road linking 3 junction, is it Afiaman or Achiaman? That area, they're very bad. This guy na a force over Stadium Junction Road here, na etutuya. And the people felt that Omedi MP Pono. Or Boma Rose,
is this strategy working for them? Because John Peter Mewu also did the same thing.
Yes, because you see, the people are getting the same and say, Musa Haye Mustongo, Monye, a crime, Monfa light him a hat. Akwe, no, and name, or buy Wababe. It's going to make us a partisan invest into strategic people in the stronghold of others. Now, more resources. That's the only way the strategy helping them. Because I mean, you say, K2 South. A constituency mamia mepe obi ofri K2 South ma investing into ma building over the years na me dey na build the constituency ebia DC because na kodi ho o ma na develop community no by the time you realize K2 South ma ba na so within the long run no most will take over K2 South And that is the strategies the political parties are using now. It is saying no, a bit do baby say medical catcher say there will be nothing like strongholds. Baby, I bet me because you show wage muscle, you now so the hiding at
2020 elections, Vision 193.5 FM. Skirt and blouse, swing, no swang, sang, flip flop. Interestingly, the coastal lines are the swing has been massive.
I'm telling you,
massive.
Obi, wake up with the skirt and blouse, a cover. I'm telling you. Because
I'm serious.
Utuma presidential, no, 20 parliamentary. Maybe a better parliamentary.
Tema West.
Yes.
Titus Glover.
Yes.
Shocking.
Titus Glover constituencies are very keenly contested.
Shocking.
Over the years. Very keenly contested. Over the years.
The difference of 2000.
Yes. Now, the next time I honor over 2016, 2012, you said 3 votes. Yeah. MP3 was a day. 3 votes, no, they win against the partner. And see, I think say the bottom line obi nina say MPs no yeto abama omunye juma. Yeto abama omunye juma. They should go to their constituencies. Coming MPs do ministers they go to every weekend. Obi one constituency. A year si bia be gun so dam ho. On twema 4 years ni medu and some of visibility of him, his presence now being very evident. Enti SSO mutimi ye juma.
Some have complained massively, say, now MPs, no, they don't even get to see them. They only see them some few months to election.
Because of ministerial appointment. Because of ministerial appointment. And I offer the constitution now, or say about 70% of ministers shall be taken from parliament. And the spirit behind the constitution is that so that the state can reserve some kind of funding, because offer ministers in every parliament are scale bit because they don't receive double salary. MP BA minister a allowance to the account the same salary. You don't receive your salary as an MP or as a minister the same amount. But you have allowance account just being a minister. It's offer free parliament now. Emma or mine to miss Yeska. That was the whole rationale behind the constitution. But it's not helping them. It's not, especially if you don't have that emotional intelligence.
So you advocate that once you are in parliament,
yes,
you should be relieved of any ministerial position. So
not
have
really
access to your.
Not really. Because at the end of the day, no, you everybody also is ambition to become a minister.
Yeah.
And a ministry appointment, unya, SSA to me who how best strike the balance between your work as an MP and your work. There's so many times our parliamentary reporters local parliament no be anymore. At the minister
speaker so complaining.
Yes, all the time. In terms of parliamentary business and so it's a me recommendation is say and kebeya yen disassociated parliamentary positions from ministerial appointment. Yen pep people are you bet me appoint them as ministers yen chomka. Near parliamentarians one omuntimintra parliament because it affects parliamentary business. One person they be a member of parliament. They be you see him in parliament or say chairman sabons. On the parliament, you man fan say walk up. They be out what and he's one of the men in parliament are critical to me assessing every document that comes to parliament. Such a person who not time when the constituency that. So I'm not surprised the constituency. Yes, I'm complaining. You understand? It's a political debate which we are making over the years to come and the days to come. How the state can reserve some funding now. You be so a minister. On me MP so. Now MP for nitiminya kwanyo majuma years MPs. Ni ministers won so nya kwanti. O minister wan nya wadwuma ya den no be 20 year presidential. MP no wan nya wadwuma ya e de ke ho na skirt and blouse no be hu no papa kaba no. Ye be hu no slit ni.
But some of them have retained their seats. Would be to say Addo Asafua. I don't know the magic she pulls here and it's difficult to tell.
You see, there are certain constituencies, like I say, they are typical native strongholds of political parties.
Whether development or no development,
they will vote. And Dome Kwabenya is one of them. Now, once you have Dome Kwabenya now, account for no. Baby said Taifa.
Yeah.
You guess the Kwewus there, some part of Ashoman, some part of Pilatu, some part of Dome Crossing, you know, around Taifa. Ubemu say but I can form more.
Yes.
And on a Boa MPP for in that constituency. So no matter the magic NDC be pulling, they still struggle. Now, MPP for no Osha Addo Asafua, most of them wanted Michael Kwe. And I didn't echo switch. Yes. But you see, at the end of the day, they don't have an option. They don't have an option. Cause you say enterprise of ya ebekwa bontin so ni India and then now be presidential no any parliament won say so ate
93.5 FM
the presidential candidate no who won say parliamentary na so ate kakra that means obi timi ko na to presidential no ko fi.
Okay. Let's wrap up on this one now. Okay. Yakob break about Rollins. Zinato. You think the father's demise helped them because Ocean imagine within this year's election was very, very close.
Very close. I mean, Ninkofo Bibi Kase Rollins factor no bra Tias no and a bois a man a bunny winnie and here again so Nkofo Biemu Kase or ye no sympathy vote to be a bum ama ne banan so and winnie. But that's 4 years. We do on the papa and we will see how the outcome will also go. But I think gradually the MPP is also pushing that constituency.
Very strong.
The gap is getting closer, and it's the same for Dodo.
Yeah.
The gap is getting closer, and that's what make us say me projecting to 2024. It will be one of the exciting elections Ghana will ever see. And I'm praying to God that there will be a time in Ghana political history we will have a certain political party dominating parliament. And a certain political party dominating presidential. It will be very exciting in Ghana.
Vision 1 93.5 FM Election Coverage 2020. Mini I brought Numa and I studio her with our guest, Mr. Ben. Quick break. When we come back, we've got more for you on updates and happenings with respect to elections 2020.
Jobai! 93.5.
Some are you obey. My poem didn't be go here. Nay, 21st clinic.
What 21st clinic, dear? As no.
Pursuing. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Oh, yes.
Sometimes.
And from what I see in other places, that's what we see over here. This is how civilized people do their things. And it tells you the level of development here in Ghana. I would like us to all stop worrying about pessimist things and look at the good sides. Because we are making progress. I tell you, if we go like this, very soon, America, the West, and others will come and make us election observers. Because we are doing it and we're doing it right. I'm very happy. At the end of the day, Ghana will win. Thank you.
Yes. I didn't know you guys actually have college because it's very hard.
Sabre something tune for say two the second one Lady Julia Abba Omo Eba Abeto Omo Abba oh Mancia Palace Dr. Napomo ya ewa hanoma
Peace be still.
93.5.
The Bobby Aquaba about Vision1 93.5 FM with election coverage 2020 ha 12:05 giving us a time in less than 4 hours for the declaration of elections 2020 results. Now Mesaka Electoral Commission for invitation to declare the 2020 presidential election results Accra International Conference Center 5 p.m. What I don't know.
Very interesting personality.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
And for the first time, you find such confidence.
Yeah.
In the electoral process.
And we need it. I mean, electoral commissioner. Oh, you're very confident,
very bold,
yes,
swift responses.
Yes,
during the elections.
Now we release statement.
You have a president.
Some kind of upper hand over the political parties.
Now they are controlling the system.
Yes, very, very, very confident. Interesting times.
Pacho and Pacho Vision1 na yensaka any result whatsoever. In the meantime, also. We'll be discussing about elections and building up to the declaration of the elections. We'll be talking on YouTube. Now, if you watch it, Vision1 FM official on YouTube. After your website is vision1fm.com. Facebook and upon get there and enjoy. Give us some reactions. Now upon the Facebook. Vision1 na no pony.
Na no pony.
Okay. Ledger Kuku is still in tatters. Yanko Nanaya Opeduo, Ayawa so central. Nanaya. Yo, Yanko.
Let us say, second officer, which the move, just about on sense, and the other track and can pay yet me after the other. And a big yes, ever do another one. Now, I presidential and parliamentary results in a long time. Just 1 minute remaining.
Okay, I can't 1 minute. More than I'm loading credits in the uncle. Why? It will be brave. Let's get into now. We're looking at way na ebano results na ebano. She says you have a lot of confidence from Jane. Jane say into your 5 p.m. on the dot. But she's kept to her word.
Yeah, because onim dey no from day one. He's got
so all these whilst with these elections, what was the problem? If Jane is if Madam Jane Mason is able to do all these things in the previous elections from the time of Afarija,
you see the issue was that this past electoral
was it for somebody to feel
they wanted to keep the people in suspense. And you see, I didn't blame them so much. Most of them wanted to get their information right before they put it out.
Yes.
But Jane Mensa knows what she's doing and knows every tactic and plan the electoral commission is deploying to get everything right. And it's just about the matter of technique. And every leader be on a style and on a technique. At the end of the day, the most important thing, you get your facts right and you deliver right. And that is what we are expecting from Jane Mensa. Not, you see, Jane Mensa is not doing this without having in mind, say, somebody can challenge the results of the election, which is constitutionally allowed. Enti onimse wanye ne juma ya it could do the apex court of the land. That decision now is subject to the Supreme Court.
That's true. To the spirit of the judge.
Good. Enti she's doing everything to get everything right. And I know certain lawyers and everything advice So let's wait to see Jane Mensa what she says and the aftermath. What happens eventually? Yes.
But coming into this election, okay, Nanao.
Obi,
Mo yanko my talker.
Presidential Enipono Bayer 62,284 any total voter woman 18 enya but total registered voters are 82,782 and only Wama Etro Media na woman sharing what say I was so central Hanmo woman everything about to Wamaba now woman to abano every year 62,284 a presidential era 80 eba to woman aba now presidential results on a provisional ones on a 10 ATM NPP and 32,166 32,166 NDC National Democratic Congress John Dramani Mahama when you are 29,838 29,838 and Ghana Union Movement Sofu Chirabosom boom on also enya 283 when you are 283 Ivor Kwabena Green Street CPP on also enya 31 GSP Namia Donko and so enya 11 GCPP and so enya 4 Habit and so enya 4 APC enya 13 APC Ayariga when you are 13 LPG Kofia Palu and so enya 8 Kofia Palu enya 8 PNC enya 8 PPP British the Benuku and so enya 20 and NDP Nana Konedu Ajiman Rollins and so enya 20 and an independent presidential candidate worker and so enya makomako anan ewo Ayawaso Central Constituency and the rejected votes no 149 and no any rejected voter total votes no 62,933 62,933 it was 62,284 and a woman 80 eba betwaba the Emma presidential it was Sheba Hano Ghana man penny nana dan kwa ekufado na watimi edi eye nkunim ewa ahan wono obi be sasa ya waso central no kwa bia ben cycle edi eba fa ATT importem ho nyina fa ya boko bi ni importem kakra eba ho nyina no ho nyina ya waso central na eye Ghana man penny etimi edi nkunim ewo ho na eye parliamentary enwusu nsanso senia ACTN eni enipa no anan na wamu ejina mu ewa ha Henry Kwate onono ejina mu on the ticket of MPP and Addo Ralph and sujira mu NDC and 50 Hawa Hamod and sujira mu LPG and the MILPG manu kwena one independent parliamentary candidate alright Vida Quantain and so president kebetimi atono so aba na womo to abani ye kan ye no sinso na babede di ehwemu NPP Henry Kwate edi ani bodo enya 33,003 and all any provisional results efa parliamentary candidate ujamudima NPP amanyuko Henry Kwate watimi every edikan ewo na NDC enya 28,363 that is NDC parliamentary candidate Edema Ayawaso Central Abdul Rap and so enya 28,363 LPG Gipsy Hawa Hamod enya 263 and a Vida Quantum Anoni Jemu Espe Quantum the independent parliamentary candidate and so enya 625 total votes cast 63,025 rejected 419 rejected 419 total valid voter womo betu abano 62,606 which total valid voter womo ba betu abano 62,606 enti Ayawaso Central hadie parliamentary presidential no aye MPP amanyuko no na etimi edi eye nkunim ewa asundei ewa hapayi pa hedin kama
now you better say for that update I also ode abreye no anyaso utum Dr. Dixon madam, congratulations to you on winning the ticket to parliament. Nyame adoma 7 January meshe me shoot makuja kwa kama
I sometimes just imagine how being voted into parliament for the first time, the experience will be like.
The feeling,
yes, the feeling will be like.
You said we drew. But so far, you share the process from COVID-19 issues related with COVID-19. We've defiled some of protocols. They've gone through the election. You do counting. We're waiting for the declaration of the presidential results. Total observations. What do you think were some of the loopholes we should cover up before 2024?
Okay, I think by far no elections now are very successful. But one thing or some of the things that we should look out for in the next election in order to amend those loopholes, I don't know whether COVID-19 will still be there in 4 years to come. If COVID-19, I doubt, or if should any pandemic even arise at the time, how you be handle the indiscipline. I mean, it started from the campaign and it be raw electioneering mood in him. Should any campaign arise in 2024, your health authorities, including the stakeholders, the politicians, and everybody, should ensure say quite fast to handle this pandemic at this time. No, I mean in terms of social distancing was very poor. Even though say all the other protocols were being observed keenly, no, social distancing was a big problem into the adherence of every protocol. World Health Organization ensured any pandemic occur in the next election. There are also the pockets of violence and the swiftness of the security agencies. I think intelligence gathering has been very poor. I mean, I know I never about
to be able to pick up some of these
before it even eventually happens. Yesterday, I never about the effectiveness and the efficacy of the national security and the BNI. I mean, we know the national security people have used the institution over the years to manhandle, to harass people on the streets without any due cause. But in going into the 2024 election, we should have a very vibrant national security and BNI. They'll be able to gather intelligence proactively, predicting or be able to give the police or the military a foresight information before they eventually happen. And only one thing I'm expecting in the 2024 election: a very vibrant national security that works with intelligence rather than storming the street and manhandling and harassing people, all in the name of what? National security. And then one thing electoral commission. I mean, send ye this year you elections, you know. Electoral commission they say over here is so tall I mean, which is quite unusual. Going into the next election, I would like the EC to make provisions for that, because say pro global warming or I mean, the atmosphere is changing throughout the world. Can you say you do the same by open dear friends? You say openima ne January open inti openima bosomi no say so to me talk and I make calling so and I don't know it is so to be yes it's so to be top and into almost making arrangement for canopies and this umbrella, large umbrellas at the place I ever talk about, because and no Kumasi baby, you say one of the letters or seem so atagu ballot paper and so my ink, you know, a bia cobidium. It's going into the 2024 election. I think we should also look at that and make arrangement for that. And I think these are some few observations I'm making in this year elections are going into the next 4 years. And
or the suggestion be by itself in the subsequent elections. Why don't we get the MPs to join the special voting to avoid them coming to the polling stations, to create a lot of issues? Our mobiles and not the confusion. Do you buy
it? To be that very difficult.
Why?
Difficult in the sense that they are the stakeholders of the election.
Should they be at the polling stations?
They should.
But that is where we have the issues.
And why isn't the presidential candidates also? Why are the presidential candidates also allowed to vote on the same day and make an appearance on the same day?
But more appearance doesn't cause a lot of trouble compared to the MPs. Clear example. DSC was George Anda constituency. DSC was Howard Kumsin. Because you could clearly see even Ayawas was wagon.
But I mean, Okase MP. Man to about on the election day.
I think to say too special. It's all too special.
But you see, constitutionally, it's debatable. Because the America
suggestion. So, but I want to say, you think that it makes a lot.
I disagree. I feel say you bet me for can be solve that problem without necessarily
to avoid them coming.
Yes, disallowing. We can even limit the number of people they come with. Maybe on only security, private security kakra, but not the entourage. So you bet me because you see, Obi, my make us your kind of politics now, you Ghana. MP no SSO no come the cost of the grassroots.
Okay.
Because meaning polling agents didn't call police station. Only the opponents only do a chabu. And no cry a suspect, fair suspects. Adias here. Only the polling agent won't come on say, hey.
The opposition.
Oh yes, opposition in the Omuna and this name Bibinino. Omo bon come back your boss on the back here. So you could imagine as an MP one the air cost of when you're Arabia. When you better know that one thing, when I know before. What you say? Inti MPs in the SCM quite no mutimi call on the field, no more ready also. Very important because
so it means that but we still have to find a way of
restricting their entourage.
Yes.
I mean their cottage for no.
Yes,
limit you kakra. Betimi aye LIB to limit their entourage. But not necessarily say because me Costani MP no man ko police wa ha me. SSM economy ko hwe de ekoso and na the first hand report. I mean they can give me report say we na ekoba me SSM di mani hu de ekoso. In some cases ka wo MP yetimi felt bra. De ekoso and we need the MP to come and intervene. What you say? Inti man ko police station wa ha me. SSM itimi ko na me hu de ekoso. Sanya me pulling agent me man omo din komobo mu no metimi ko tie komo na omudi no very important
yanko apoye mantem wa new job in south about some person so eresi aba ma no so de hwa ma na ebre eresi wotimi kan mo akwa aba me pa cho say wona me here won sam na te saying eresi pa cho peja o mini
me pa cho here the new job in north and south or mode about no aba ewe ewo 20 hanom na ye kobai say new job in north and e dey kan we total vote cast 32,676 registered vote 33,095 rejected vote 419 rejected vote 419 MPP 23,392 NDC 9,064 boom enya 100
Eresi mpacho to buma yen mayen hu se we na obubo no ye presidential na se parliamentary
presidential
enti yan sha se biom
mpacho NPP 23,392 NDC 9,064 mepacho boom 104 CPP 1880 GFP 7 GCPP 2 APC 2 LPG 10 PNC 4 PPP 3 NDP 7 Independent 0 Yaba parliamentary nso new job in north omo gina honorable J Kwesi Boateng oye local government deputy local government minister onya 21,151 Mesani Manuel Kweku and Asante Ojima NPC onya 8,769 Japon NCPP onya 532 Madam Dr. Groby Ojima LPG onya 2,104 Yewe na patom kasi 32,583 total registered 32,907 Nepasha rejected vote 364 Nepasha na honorable deputy local government minister and when the job in north Nepasha new job in south and and change the answer not presidential elections, 2,369 registered voters 90,369 total valid vote cast 69,080 rejected votes 64,649 presidential NPP 45,070 NDC at 22,884 22,884 boom 344 344, CPP 24, GSP 15, GCPP 5, APC, LPG 18, PNC 5, CPP 18, NDP 24, Independent 16. Yaba parliamentary no New Gabon South 1 hour 9 a year. Honorable Michael or three there, his season board CEO. The patrol owner 47,862. 47,862. Mr. Martin Otu Ofe NDC 20,164. Madam Joa Petra me pato gun ojinama gun onya 464 yedi pe ye no na Mike Ochrebes oye prison ono na wedding kunim e wo New Jaben South Hanum na ode to central for enim say obeboa na wache ama New Jaben South akoso senia okan eneboa ofoshe bia o share ye nyina no obebi so pepepe. Wait a minute, what you for any Madam
Mo Erasiama near what the free New Japan North and South are a war a poemantemo and a braying. Obi.
But I say, Resi, Yagusua, chain 5 p.m. To get the final declaration of the results from the senior returning officer of the Republic, Madam Jen Mensah. Mr. Ben.
Yeah, Obi.
Are we prepared for these results?
Oh, certainly we should. I mean, certainly we should be prepared. I mean, over the years. The Supreme Court, they can't in our commodity.
At Nanya, Mamma, Kumi Stembers is an Efa Kweku Abrowe. Okay, I drink combo. Efa. To say.
I never want to go.
The Azakano, my assunti. Why?
Let say, many let say, they said the Obabricum Easter, and West Milano. They said, Matron, everybody has to sign anybody who know at me after. Now, Mamesa, na Memfa and Masibiga Kunyano, and the no, and from Mount, the Italian side will ignore more, and this Amanuko, and this Amanuko, and I say independent. Probably easy. Mapa, one no NFA about on the song. One also, when the young nursing for which I would general Emma and Piamanuku, there one that ready kind ever and Pacific Jacobian my name, one on Edican and say one only winner when you're 27,131 and no 5 year result. I free easy force is 27,731 and young nursing for which I know them NPP American and Tillerson Chima, a year or how I will pay Addo Samba or any Addo and 61.28%. Now, they are talking, you know, a year elder Simon and Pardon one example, Edema NDC, Americo, one of 17,305. I want to examine Emma 38.24%. And you were Francis Manijan, also in 217. Wow. And also in 0.48%. Now, also say they are not rejected votes and no echoes for our parliamentary no. A year 377 and no. And we are about to issue in Ghana Mamma Constitution. So it because you run that thing, which and Mujan and NP Kamani Kuno, so the Kuntis woman and Nasiga Kunyan working after I'm not saying one of the teacher for the donor at the end of Kuma, no able to be out on airtrain. A month and foreign nothing and hope I can be enough or my feet to the Kumina at the Abumo. Now, also, Nicaragua 182 years ever and Nasiga Kunyanama, a total valid votes, no, now a 45,256. 45,256. And not any more rejected votes, no, at some 377. Now, total vote cast, no. Now, and also a 45,633. 45,633. And not any the total vote cast. Now, this is, you know, na ebi a ewo abato komisa na ngoma no ana ka wo hwere ni se wo nyina bitimi na wo abato no eni na vote transfer ewo eno ti special vote ewo no eno no na asum 59,000 min figure ni wajina figure no paso ni la mekakra ani nada sabda no ka se de kum intino yesese ndi mani ku ena na figure ku nyamo wono edi kumini asa de oba tinje womo mutu mo mbe etu mo mbe o ma nda madena womo entini nano womo nyanye womo ties man so womo enide total voter register no na 59,161 59,161 na about wakata no eno na sabri mami ekese eno na total vote cast no 45,633 na oba eye amampanimfo edie na wonom eto eno eye omampani awodo a omakamu na egina won person so no eno attention so na akoye NPP 29,286 no DC official and 55.1%. NDC in 15,187 and 3.78%. Boom in 391 0.87%. CPP in 19 0.04%. GST 9 0.02%. DCPP in 6.01%. APP in 7 0.02%. LPG in 17 0.04%. PNC in 9 0.02%. PPP in 3 0.01%. NDP in 9 0.02%. Independent in 11 0.02%. Next one more binum and I'm about a chewy. And also no vote na a buy na was just a president among a total valid vote no a 44,954 and a rejected vote no a 777 and a total vote cast no a 45,731. As Adam no ka say what become is about to be there. Let's easy abana yesha here and no. Rumisa abri no omo ayi awate won say one. Obo man na sibi akunya no. Eduru nya no omo bo di say MP kana ko na fasa akunya no. Na oso abakwa semu a tikije echu attempt abreso mampani jeje ronisa abreso a ufe akunya so mampani ko professional so sabre na captain retired in Sabia ifadate. Resna de kum at the kum constituency so Sabre no ente mako adunu enie na NPP na yoku wonum asa de kum isa kunya no so a betum sabre enti ne se kum no eye NPP na yoku wonum efita sabre opani ana ka wonum ne so eye Dr. Connection Nyama a wono na ye health committee chairman na shebegesi omoko plan be so wonum edincho ema nyanya na sen kwaku chemene be so akunya no a ene wasa di omo ama NPP na yoku na se oba de kum itina Next, about kakra eda abatu a wono petro o bekum no e mo ezinsa so ene no na yensi wona yenko bekum west abatu entesia so e won sin ba miensa wono ejina mo na wo pre en asigide ko nya no e onu nya mi kwaku atimi boati alido na bono mame se agogo a wono e deputy railway minister e wo my Ghana mo and I say deputy bia a wono jamo de na NDC na ko and legend there commitment and in the content crop. Now, yet 2 years, no, they say we are certified resource. If ma'am, a year for Ura, sometimes I do almost say, when you go to in Boating in 11,245. 11,245. And you never my Dixon TV, I was near 10,296. And a certified result. A legend, the recognitions are in 2,395. Now, what I say, no, already in South Africa, and I said, I couldn't na NP kama yuko na fabric ko west about for empathy so a unyame ko ko adeni boate anything afire a sabe on se ye abakwase na ebe na bekum ya ebom said bekum constituency no eno mu na wono etre sa abato empehia no na sense maako enotwi na wono etre ye no na se bigani a wodi kan wo kra ni nyame ko ageni bo atin eti watina for ense maako enotwi e bekum west abato empehia no so ni wo san gina mu se wo kre wo mo asa to ade ama no teni se nyankopon ya adom na we ya to ama na se wo ko empre maako miensa sense du ye no akwanso ene wasi no so the coup west no NPP pa tun sabri ya pisa constituency no enya de se NDC no ko na sama ku bi atie be so no so e ho abakwa sem no na o hwe presidential no so NPP amani ku say ene ko yes 15,555 NDC enya 7,840 Boom enya 166 CPP enya 31 BSP enya 8 GCPP enya 3 APC enya 20 LPG enya 8 TNC enya 9 PPP enya 1 NDP enya 3 and independent also enya 20 na ohwe ema wo mo tu ye nyina na kehwe ni mu se edia na ewo voter register no ma e ka wonya de ti ato ba ewo de ku west abato empathy so no na wonom edodo no the Congress about on 29,774 29,774 and a mark and set one 18 and 12 bar Minoka say a move 23,654 and a 18 at 2 year rejected votes is 640 the media over become east become west assembly ye about no NPP man you after become east become west constituency as I be good say oh my Ghana for another a company for the so the from the bantu be said here become east become west the na come ye be the ma east e juma come and in such o mun kun ye na won e no access
yeah but that's for that update ma what the abre e wa ha Vision 103.5 FM this is election coverage 2020 we'll be listening to the returning officer of the Republic, Madam Jinminsa, at exactly 5 p.m. I'll be saying the next president of the Republic of Ghana.
Yo, answer na mama beba no ya bebo boso ama mo hu abato mpeso awodo no so mantam dun sia ni nyina emuo no sede esi ekọ ho nti no ye free brekum ewo abono mantam a ye nkọ fra mantam voter region ketu south abato mpeso no eso Julius Atisu aba ho man so Julius what's my kan mo akwa aba yo yankwai
yo me ma nchi wanfo amuti ye no bibia akwa on in Tetu South, where a parliamentary provisional result Ebeka Yensem as the CNO, Aka presidential, Eka Yensem Sua, Yedi Enisu Ebe Estra Amayeti for Ebe Tenina. With the provisional result for the parliamentary, no, you call NPP on your 14,904. 14,904. For the parliamentary candidates on your Honorable David Kwashi Tiano on your 14,904. You call NDC a Honorable Ablatifa Gomashi, Honorable Ablatifa Gomashi, and your 84,664. 84,664. Boom. A Reverend Eyo Dumato. Enya 836 LPG holy amega enya 213 the call rejected ballot enya 1,562 the total valid vote enya 1,228 and you call the total vote cast 102,179 and some has here and for the parliament Semisa Ebosu Bioma for the sake of Omoamuti and say Afen Awudi Wukasa Fide Etu Vision1 also the NPP parliamentary candidate Honorable David Kwashitiano on your 14,904 14,904. NDC, Honorable Ablajifa Gumashi, on 84,664. 84,664. Boom, Reverend Hanu Dumato, 836. 836. LPG, Holy Amagan, 213. Rejected ballots, 1,562. 1,562. The valid vote, 1,228. Total vote cast, 102,179. So far, we result Ebeka Yentem our Ketu South constituency. Into year train for the presidential also, and also ba the name also Ebetuja Amamo.
That's a pa Julius Atisu Amanye every Ketu South Abaton Beso our from Mountain Obi rejected ballots no. I say a door so do.
A third force.
Ena Obesha so and Kafi is in the year na adwin say obek prevent sanity or speci your ballots no your ballot papers na my pa out na kwan no e di dem come pa so no rejected ballots na ba no
absolutely
absolutely
like
because I kwan di dem ti e na
ultimate you be wondering how come etimi e bi mutimi di si ananu di ami hu ye o di si obia so it could happen say not necessarily say bia or person ko tumo obi e na akofro obi diem e bi muti
rejected ballot no ho say e nema we bring na kofa ba senior wo de kan ba ebi ejina ho say o sheda no o to abana say yes ane wo obi ho a e pure illiteracy onim say ne to no no to as ana ye wo first voters omuntu abada omuntu to be.
But you see woman come about first voters no and woman nim to no oko any polling station here mao paper now even the issue of officials when they see that you are having problems they immediately attend to you and ask you say wo metimi aboa na enti baby ana meto abano a lot of people were helped with the voting process what I say so no like I'm saying for me I sit a deliberate because to have gotten this large number of invalid votes
it's amazing it's very very amazing and it still tells you we have a long way to go and the sensitization has to be far-reached and it goes down to the NCCE again. I mean as I see a man who say abano auto say no not change now open no and maintenance now open no unya because all to adena say no anyone ko to kranke oh enti e worrying say gum ne campaign na why na rejected for card also say no
but come to gum lots of people have given him some sympathy applause. Sympathy applause.
I like the word sympathy applause.
Yes, because CPP, PPP, PNC, all these guys have been around since time immemorial. Not goom, it could do 1,000 to some extent 500 to 2010. I don't know. Say Abia is about time Abia Ghana for third force of Omunyana. They sing it in goom.
I mean, it was PPP in the previous.
Yes, it was PPP.
Then a switchable Goom and Goom. Nobody expected it.
But then Goom results are quite encouraging. PPP the other 1, 2, 1, 2. But Goom no.
What do you mean?
Also, Goom no one or very influential. I mean, within the religious circles. Or a lot of members.
I mean, say or some media way now.
Media platform. And so boa Emma ni message Nico and a Kwame Nkrumah ideologies no be fast share in the campaign no. I mean no
work for him.
Some CPP guys and PNC guys will also join. I'm telling you.
Yeah, come on so Domi Kwabenya but so Atakura Jima waba ya ode wa mane ebre Atakura mo akwaba me pacho gina iye mami o dia na akoso Domi Kwabenya Atakura me pacho gina iye maye why na yen tie de wo ka no. Hello. Yeah, she say sabe sign aka Atakura na wode amane every Domi Kwabenya abato Atakura what menka aha yankwai
Yeah, can say, you was Remo, yes, a year, you see the banana, Kawaba declare a year, the warning or don't know about the idea. Say, I'm not a report to say a year police station be another a year battle bus be a you say, and your man quay a year ending for no else almost saying, or one saying on the buy. No, Omuya and Omuya Sanya, Omu the boy, Eastern and Omuni Kata, and I used to say, Pedia, how do you now I domain a year Taifa Pentecost. Type of Pentecost, I have polling station, or type of Pentecost, a home after Namika, and I think Ananka, or also Munaya, 610. Now, the charity almost about a year, Baku F, Bobu Baku in the bottom coil, yet Yabaman Bawa Hantu, into me and I 609, 609, that can say 09 instead of 609. I'm not what to buy on buying my easier Baku Petty. Nkabaya anka omunya enkoba ntomu nanka NDC for no nanka bibian ko libat omo say omo ensa masitia no ye koso ha no enye enikakura ama ntofa ebi bi omo nsa epitin bi na me no bit na ko nanka ye interview ba ku bi o afia de de koso ha say no enya tan ko no ku alama because na so mo dikwa no ama na ka ti ye sama ba abi ti de ni na wan ma ibi ya ko ta ke ni se bi ya ba koso no the guy into the country, the rest of the community have to try to get the new to after the as you get about Sonano, and it's going to Omo time, Emma the young couple. Omuna, just the amount of time, and only the first was here. Hello?
Yeah, Ubenyo Biam Yana Casao. Yeah,
Mammy, you have not been because this one is if I say no good mark out, this one is yeah, more. I don't think that's so. It's okay, hello?
Yes, you.
Hello, Baba.
Yes, you, Pa.
Yeah, hey, how baby, I can't say I have to pay you where you could let out a beer, a year police station, 5 Pentecost 1, or coordinator 1, or some good marker. Hello, Baba.
Hello, Yamu Baba Vision1 so.
Emra, you tell them. And you said the partner that's it, and you man on. What the second is the eco field. If you know you're saying the money in a boom, I got your talking about that. If you don't say a short to you, the source you can never tonight. I think you want to say I'm for Robert, I'm only a message in my boom now. I don't say. If you can make up the die. It's okay. I'm not just it. And you're putting at the bar. The way you're a weakness. I don't know when you say. The same after the beer. One sort of young one after. Yes, abuses in your mother. I'm supposed to be a I don't think I'm not used to know of our police center. You are not kind of here. I thought, I know who the best of her. What's up here? Because you have to tell them what they are going to say from the top of 3 years. Some of the best of my use to know. What are you saying? You're trying to try for the number 3 years. They say, here we go. What is the I used to know you. And I listen on the prayer, figure of we in the support. Figure on the choir. And not only to figure out what to say. Yeah, you say, I said something. Nobody ever used to see. But you know, what would you have brought Krana? And why somebody is the bomb. And it's not here, never have. But you used to get decided. And I thought I'll be top box for the channel. If you're my Diana, without every count, I will use it. But I can look for
Atakra yo yabeda se pa wo amane a wo de abai won atakra jima imano ediwei efridom kwabenya abaton beso so obi wakogina santiri musa okoto abaya ti ballot paper ma na aba no wonto a fan for ma de mo na bra fie
say na dia
na eya wo dia Ayasemo.
Hey, Ghana Addo. Or the ballot paper no go.
Ana o ko chire se o.
My goodness.
Just individuals I told you suban bi ni ade na ya na ko fasa.
But I don't know whether you got a glimpse of the ACR Okofa ballot paper now mu shoot no.
Yeah. At Ododio and
Awutu, yes.
Awutu Senya.
Yes.
Yeah, Awutu Senya.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
And it all boils down to discipline. We are not disciplined as a society. Because we are disciplined, how go is the way? Call polling station, call to our back, neko. No, I got time ballot paper. And the paper now, we are so be that.
The way different. The paper was so.
When you're celebrities also.
Oh my God. Would you want to you?
I'm telling you, it's sometimes unimaginable. Would you want to see how are some of these things happen? Say, go and exercise your franchise. No, I could delay my aqua, no, they are sure to come coffee. Ow. About him say, Bassana, you know, entirely. No, I create mayhem and confusion. Obisu fifi ba on so biche nko tokum no de aba on so ba no de be real it would have sa citizens mienu we omo oni omo na tie oman ma be de no man na peja akonanim obi di be shem no obisu yi afri mu de ko. Amazing. I mean, interesting times.
We're still waiting. You're between the ABC Award, Accra International Conference Center. I think so far that's what we'll be waiting for. But before you so quick observation, Ekunfi.
I'm very surprised. I mean,
very surprised.
Ekunfi project and ye na him senka. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, factory we drinks.
Yes, and for employment in India, the hype all around. Now omutimi turn it back against the MPP. Two abatia, nanado, two abatia parliamentary candidates. It's very surprised. and these are some of the things a man call for, especially politicians be demotivated to actually put in infrastructure in other areas and traditionally almost strongholds. Very worrying, very worrying. We are fair mid of what that me.
The comfy, but sanity.
But Obi only one thing interesting thing I hear.
Yeah,
the demeanor of the Mensa. I want to watch. Send you who's a farijan ba no muna on sere or is serious. You who shall lot say. Now it's the first time I ever heard James and the demeanor.
But it's interesting. From the time I was new voters register.
Yeah.
Look at what she went through.
Yes.
She kept her composure.
Yes.
Almost agreed. She did it. Even to the extent that still kept her composure.
Yeah.
Now she's taking over. Yeah. She's controlling everybody. Also,
yes, constitutionally,
now,
she has been
now
given
people are demanding for up to speed results.
Yeah.
Before they declare also no.
Yeah.
One will be 5.
Yeah.
It's exactly 5.
No,
declare so as some cause only the constitutionally mandated body.
Returning officer.
Yes, over to announce the results.
Presidential returning officer.
It will be at the academy. Will be at the academy in the come.
Provisional projections. There was a media houses name people projected. That's what we are to the boy.
And your phone moon contact.
Sana 2016. Moya comfortably done. Conventional lead.
Comfortable lead 10 embarrassing lead.
Yes, yes, Mutie Vision 1. Ahano seni akano. Say returning officer of the presidential election in Kasaya. Ye metra emeka asimesi and edi kudim and asimesi and di kudim. Now akwada ni asem. Ebi na ebe ube wo na presidential candidate bi akotro ni wini. Embe akwakọ bobo no ebi ano wini e.
That be interesting. Vision 1 a very unity group, no?
Yes.
Very professional media houses.
That's what
I mean, in terms of spread, professionalism, accuracy, you guys have got it.
Thank you.
And to other stations, your projections, you guys have kept your composure, still doing your analysis and getting your figures and waiting for the constitutionally mandated body, which is the EC chair, Jimensa, to announce it.
That's
I think
right
it's very professional.
That's the right thing. I think most of the media houses should also learn some of these things because the chunk of the people are looking and watching you.
Sure.
Until when you begin to project a certain political party or political candidate.
Sure.
Now, if they don't align with you, they begin to have problems with you. Then it even puts some question mark on your credibility after the elections.
Absolutely.
Because yes.
Sure. So internally, you can do your projections internally.
That's it.
But in the eyes of the masses,
let them understand that there is a returning officer for the presidential candidate.
Sure.
I see and then you way 52% or 53%.
Yeah.
Well, no, and I was said to
put the finality to everything.
Now we confusion
yes. Who encourage the masses to endorse the constitutionally mandated bodies.
Ayo akaka krebi na ya sorry jumadie no eso na ya ku animu ano ntase no numbe bode na ya no esante ha ya de amane ne ba na no de be free isi atena ye eno no emfiri yen ho yanko ashaman abaton beso so Letitia kujo aba homa no so Letitia mo akwa aba. Hello Letitia atmenka ma ha Letitia atmenka. Hello Letitia Kwabo.
Me tonka.
Aha, yankwai.
Ayo we je amane bobia na se bibi e akoso ewo ashama konso hanu ma ana se college center hanu tia na pese me de tu etiefu ani. Se ne yenim se yeto aba ni bia. Ye de ballot papers ni na ana se box ni na e de ba college center. Na dia mu enya anye ana se pink sheet no mu ya ada party event no woni na obi a woni pink sheet a obet short na se abaso ni kofi na no obi a eteki record for abaso na ekoso nti andu anya me ya adoma yeto aba ni ye di na eba police center e wa tama divisional police headquarters a se honum na ye wo enta betisi sebre ye tani man se omo be de on be manye abaso no kusanso ye tini hu nipa we wa asama abaso mpetwa ye gwa tonye mu a eke ye tani tata asama no eye police stations no ya 250 e do si ye to mu butu e ko lieti ye wa ha ba ye bo 12 e ko 12 tani ye huta na ti kuta ballot box e ki abonti e ba oba ya ne semni na ne se ndo ba ha se ne ko po ha no me ndo ya mpa so be sha na do no nkofo na the ballot boxes na eba college center no mu do fi panti ha ye gidigidi bebre na ekete ye ne we ni ade no no de ba ye no do di kan ye bi sa de no ma so di kan ne so ba ye no e san se na nkofo ha bebre ntino we tinya ye den engina no de abato ballot box no all the ballot all the ballot box no for EC office. And ye bisane say ye nim say ye na no ye to abani bia ballot box no so omo kan e wo polling stations na ye di ni na eba police center inta den na wa famba na so nim say to aba ye de box ne ba ye police center na wa famba na otimi di ko EC officer on dim say ye hono enye police ana enu eti enu koda no so na na o kire say aba no o slip box na no mi we fi ye de ni pink sheet e de che ballot box ni intini obom or stresanka isi and as a returning officer no wo asama na circulation center no no en hwese omu nyina ntia na nkomu bia ye ballot box na odi aba ye yekobo 1 o'clock ya 12:30 odi aba no or the pink sheet ni shemu ntina nkomu enye de ntia na omu bia so no na akoye mention ho asiama political parties na asomo an NDC ni bisomu na somo ntia ase emomo ye de NBA box no so na ye ntini ni page no e say na de dik e talk dem say ye to aba ni via ya fa box no e fa anko EC office ye de ba collation center nti ni de ntia ya to aba wi no ni so de box ni be ba collation center na de akọ EC office ma de ate ti ana fa bedu ye ko bo wan ya sense wo de box na aba no wasa de ka se we ja to mu ye ntia ase enu kwada na NDM party supporters for NDC etu abegu collation center asa ansanda no omutu manya ma eye obia enwura hate enso sisi ana agency ye no mo aba bedia konja aba begu ase bia se omo mpene so emeye bie box eyi eye pinshit na ewo mu no ana se ye ntini ye de eyi na ye nhenti we ene de ekoso ewa asama abato person so fa ne buswa tense omo be collation eye abato na ekoso na both presidential and parliamentary etime hu nipa they be incoming. It's a thing you go you be ballot box for the abacep. I think all day, but no, you will feel not the office. And also, I got that on side in the pink sheet I say, Mutika so, yet me pink sheet in the manner, almost a month here. Eddie maintain one set a crabama, party supporters, I see about the Buaya Police Center. I say, Ewa Shama.
That's a powerful idea. The best year, be now what your woman near a boy, I wish for a fair now be in the ballot box ever.
Isn't it interesting?
It's ridiculous. Can't be interesting. It's ridiculous.
Obi the paper no coffee. And obi so the ballot box ever.
Ballot box no. Yeah, but nothing shit in fish.
That's all the ballot box na kwanda. Edieba.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Mr. Ben, you wrap you up. Final words.
Media, the American chair Ghana phone and say, Yina Yambotre, train the National Returning Officer, Madam Jane Mensa, na on far outcome number, or the Banswa Ghana phone yin sum, near Masumdre and Yejma. Yen Kai say after elections, there is life, and life has to move on.
After elections, there's life. Life has to move on. Abarma.
Yeah, you better for said the way kana, we were Ben Akana, Asumdre, na yepe. Say, Obi Papa. I
will tell you of
yo, see, the Abu Bobano, MPP Amanyokono, so Afre and Central for and Shiamu, a cost of the Tino. A home and some.
Are we crossing over? Are we crossing over to the okay? Your call MVP for press conference.
As assigned by EC. Can you take us to the first one? Anyone? So again here, he clicked on Ahafo. All right, click on Ahafo, and this is the reported polling stations. Now you see a number here. It means it is outstanding. Outstanding doesn't mean that they're still voting. No, some of these polling stations are very far away. We have a concept called a journey of the pin sheet, right? A journey of the pin sheet. When you get the pin sheet from the polling station, how do you transport the pin sheet to the collation center? So it is possible that they have come into the collation, they just haven't been keyed in. So these are all the reported. So how does it make any sense to me? Can you pick any one of these constituencies? Which one? Asutifi South. So we click on the Asutifi South, and it will it will bring up all the reported polling stations. Right? That shows the data that our folks have keyed in. Right? Then someone says, these are any numbers, anyone can key any numbers. Right? What does this mean? So what we're saying is that, okay, for each one of these reported, if they have scanned the pin sheet and sent to us, we will see it. Sometimes they scan and they make mistakes, and we don't get them. We have to call them. But oftentimes, pretty much all of them are here. So can you take us to one of the pin sheets? So here he's going to click. All right. So it says original. All right. Which one did you click, please?
First one.
The first one. And what's the first one? Methodist GSS. Right. And this is the official pin sheet. This is not some pin sheet that someone got from any other place. Right? So what are you going to show us? Well, here it says that on that pin sheet, it says that total registered voted is what? 524. This is what our IT coordinators key in at where? At the constituency. How do we ensure that is accurate? Right? So let's zoom in. 524. Can you zoom in for me? This is what is on what? The pension. All right, resize it, please. And go back, let's check the numbers. And the first MPP is what? Speak to me, please.
190.
MPP is 190. MPP is what? 190. Okay, the next one.
NDC 252.
250. See, we didn't even take anything from it, right? Exactly as NDC is what? Right, and you can you show us the next? Room is what? Room is 2, right? And then the rest will follow. Can you take us one? That's 1. PNC. Yes, PNC is here. Up, 1. What? The PNC is 1. Right? PNC is 1. Are you guys following me, please? Okay. Can you take us to Ashanti region, please? So take your time. So it's going to click on Ashanti region. And then you have 47 what? Constituencies. And each constituency will show reported polling stations. That is why at the beginning you have reported polling stations. And then outstanding. Again, outstanding means that election is over, we receive our pink sheet, but the journey of the pink sheet can be very complicated. Right? The story is told of a certain man that is going from Jerusalem to Jericho. It's a challenge. The journey of the pink sheet is like a certain man going from where? Jerusalem to Jericho. Sometimes you don't get there. And so it can be a challenge. And that's what we have done to make sure that pink sheets that come late, right, we can follow up. So here, right, which one? Can you pick one for us? Formula. Okay, so formula is number. So click on formula, right, and then all the polling stations that have come in are listed. Right? Can you show us, Pinky, which one would you show us? So hold on a second. Which polling station would you? Number 2. So let's go over. Number 2, the total registered voters is what? 342. 341. MPP has what? 235. NDC 45. 3. GFP 1. Keep going. Right. Independent had 1. Total value 285. Rejected is 1. Total issue. So these are the patients that have come in that someone has what? Queued into the application. And we are seeing that, and we knew one day you're going to be coming here, right? We knew you're going to be coming here. So we said, let's do what? Let's make sure that we upload the patient. So can you show us the patient, please? Okay. And then what is, where are we? 360. Number 3. Right. So MPP, so there's 360. 341. 341. Right. And MPP is what? Sorry.
45.
NDC is 45. Right. MPP is 235. Right. GUM is 3. And you can move all the way through. Can you take us, last one, take us to the voter region, please. So voter region, which one did you pick? Okay. All right. Number what? Number 1. Okay. How many? So you have all the polling stations are there. The total registered voters are there. The original pin sheets, if they are there, when you click, you find them, right? And then the numbers. Can you pick any one? Which one, please? Number 1. Okay. All right. Total is what? 403. Right. MPP is 17. Wow. Right. NDC is what? 323. Right. GUM is 1, and then it goes through. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, so this is the work that Chairman McMahon and his team, Director for Operations, our own dynamic General Secretary, John Boadu, and our friend, my brother, the national organizer, who's also in charge of the volunteer group. The amount of work that goes into this. Today you only see the output. But if we tell you the operations, the investments that the party have put into this. So when we come in and we give the numbers, again, it's not about emotions. It's not about, okay, our parliamentary. We want this many parliamentary seats. So a simple equation, it maps to presidential. That's not how it works, right? That's not how it works. If you have the pin sheets, please show us, and that's what we are asking. And lastly,
the presiding officer's signature on the signatures on the patient.
Okay. It depends on how they scan it. I think that this one was a bit long. Yeah.